There we go. I just got the rattle reel down. Hey, welcome back to this week's Midwest Outdoors. We're sitting on Mille Lacs Lake. You know, a lot of times I use my wheelhouse as a hub. We've got people bouncing around outside. I'll be doing a little hole hopping today. There we go. And first walleye of the day, just like that. I don't even have my Markham set up yet. As you can see, they're still sitting on the couch here and fish on. You know, Mille Lacs is one of those lakes that you can catch fish all day long. So it's nice to have a hub today. We've got a little wind today. So I was just getting this wheelhouse set up. That way customers can bounce in and out of the wheelhouse. We can hole hop outside. We can take the otters and move around the structure. As soon as midday hits, you know, it's nice to be able to move around and get on active fish, but I'll take that for the start of the day. You know, it's so fun to utilize all the technologies that we have today on ice, like a wheelhouse. I'm gonna put a camera down. We're gonna use the Markham shuttles to bounce around. The shuttles are really, really nice units. They're on a lithium battery system, a really good carrying case, a lot of great features to that unit for hole hopping outside. You know, I just like utilizing all the technologies on ice to catch fish. That's what makes it fun. That one just came out of nowhere, hit it suspended. I was literally 5-6 feet off the bottom jigging it and just smoked it. You know, in Mille Lacs, the water is super clear, so it's nice to fish high in the water column, way off the bottom. Those fish can see it from afar. I do that a lot where I'll jig aggressive way up high in the water column. I see anglers get caught in that pattern when they're walleye fishing especially. They fish super low to the bottom, you know, really, really close to the bottom. And that's fine at times where you're beating the silt sometimes and those fish will come in. But today, as you can see, this one was 4 or 5 feet off bottom. And as soon as I ripped it a couple times, he came in and just smoked it. Man, that's how you want him to bite. Just screamed off the bottom and no hesitation and wailed on it. Oh man. I love that bite. When they don't even think about it, they just come up and drill it. Oh yeah, good fish too. Come on, get your head up the hole. Yeah, nice fish. Good fight. Can't get my hands around it. That is awesome. I love it when they just wail on it like that. I usually treat every fish different. Like the fish before that, when I was jigging, I was high in the water column. This one, I was 2-3 feet off bottom. I wasn't tight to the bottom, but I just gave it one rip and he came up. I didn't even have to think about it. But you know, every fish is different. Sometimes they come up and wail on it right away, but stick with them. Even if they come up and don't hit, a lot of times I'll do a couple things. I'll give it a couple rips or do something to try to get them reinterested rather than, you know, dropping it right back in their face. You know, it's so unnatural for baits to come right into walleye's face. A lot of times when the fish go down, rather than chasing them down, I'll actually rip it up in the water column to get them to come back up and play a little bit of cat and mouse. But yeah, decent looking walleye. I'll take it, man. So as you can see, we got the base camp set up. That's on a point. And then what I've done is I've just drilled right down the break line. So off the edge, and basically the contours run this way. And I'm just kind of following the contours with the auger, zigzagging patterns. I usually mark it out with my truck or a 4-wheeler or something like that. And we're just gonna ice troll up and down the breaks. I'm gonna get my customers set up and a couple otters. They'll be here any minute. And I'll grab an otter myself and start hole hopping. It's midday. Let's catch some fish. Like a rocket, man. Oh, that's how you want them to bite. Just like in the wheelhouse, this thing just screamed up and smoked it. And that's what's nice about staying on the move, is you get those aggressive fish, you know. As soon as things start slowing down where you're sitting, and I don't care if you have a wheelhouse set up or a portable, if things slow down, it's nice to just stay on the move. Oh yeah. Decent walleye too. Corner of the mouth, that thing just wailed on it. I mean, screamed up. There was, again, no hesitation. I love that. And that's what's the best part about staying on the move, is catching those aggressive fish. You land on those fish, and Sometimes, you know, when I'm in an area, I might not sit in a spot more than 5 minutes. I sit down. If I'm not seeing fish, I just pick up and simply move to the next hole. Good looking walleye. Let's get this one back down the hole. There she goes, just like that. Staying on the move always pays big dividends, especially during daytime hours. Whether you rent a fish house on Mille Lacs or you bring your own wheelhouse, bring some portables along. You know, it's nice to be able to be mobile during the day because there's times where fish are coming to your location and there's other times where you got to go to the fish. Hey, I'm Tony Roach. Stay tuned for more Midwest Outdoors.